But now he and his attorneys are fighting back. In a brand new court filing, McMahon says Grant not only wasn't a victim, she was a willing participant and often the initiator of rough sex. He claims that she texted him that, quote, she was in love with him, that he was her best friend, that she fantasized about being held down, that she enjoyed the pain, and that she wanted him to watch her having sex with other people. Essentially, McMahon is claiming the exact opposite of Grant's allegations. Janel Grant claims that she was often forced to have sex with him and that other bigwigs from the WWE were part of it and that she was blackmailed into silence. Janel Grant's filing includes actual text messages, allegedly from McMahon, that back up her side of the story. Here's where it gets hinky, if it wasn't already. McMahon's filing paraphrases texts, right? It paraphrases text messages from memory because he says he deleted them all when they broke up. And McMahon says he has issues with Janel's messages. He says they lack the proper context since we don't get the benefit of seeing what Grant was texting back to him. For her part, Grant's lawyers are saying this about McMahon's long-awaited, on-the-record response to her lawsuit, and I quote, "For any comment, see our original filing. We're confident the truth is laid out well there." This is where I bring in Dave Meltzer. He is a wrestling reporter. He's an MMA reporter. He's also the editor of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, and he's a friend of the show. Dave, it's good to have you back. Thank you for being here. Okay, Janel, she's got messages, actual ones that she printed in her suit. He's got memory of messages, and jurors usually like evidence. But when it comes to the brand of the WWE, does it even matter what a juror is going to say, what the evidence actually is? Is the story out and that's enough for them, and do they care?
I mean, as far as if you're talking about the future of the WWE as a business, the WWE as a business will survive this. They're very, very popular right now, and there's nothing that's going to happen in the lawsuit or anything that's going to damage their brand. As far as Vince McMahon himself, that's a completely different story. As far as he's out, and I don't anticipate him being back. Although people have said that before, and he's come back. But this time, I think it went a little bit too far. But now he's trying to clear his name. I don't know if he can, but this is his attempt.
Good point. Okay, to that point, he wants to clear his name. He's a huge brand, and maybe if he doesn't want to be back in business, he just doesn't want to go out this way. But I am curious if he will take this all the way to trial. You know, today was the deadline to respond, and he did. And you got to admit that this isn't the first story, right, of allegations against him. Back, I think, in July of 2022, Wall Street Journal, they said McMahon paid more than $12 million to 4 different women over a period of 16 years for sexual misconduct. So do you think he's going to take this to trial?
Well, it's actually more than that, in the sense of there's cases that have been alleged going back to 1985 or 86. But I do not believe this is going to trial, and he does not want it to go to trial because he is his lawyers are arguing that it should not go to trial, that it should go to binding arbitration, and then whatever is ruled by the arbitration, that ends it. He said that the NDA that they both signed said that if there's any disputes, they cannot be settled in court. They have to be settled in arbitration in Stamford, Connecticut. So that is what he's arguing for. His lawyers are trying to get rid of the suit and send it to an arbitrator and not to a jury. And it would be,
yeah, but who knows if that would, go ahead.
But I mean, the thing is, to clear his name, I don't know that clears his name. Something that we're all the, it's like on one hand, they want us to say that, we want all the evidence out there. On the other hand, they're trying to put it in arbitration and keep the evidence away. So it's like, it's kind of contradictory. But I think that they want it in arbitration and for it to go away. And Janel Grant's side wants it going to trial, and a judge is going to have to rule on that one way or the other very soon.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.